All right, folks, today I found something special out here in the middle of nowhere. I really wonder, how long has this bus been sitting here? What happened to it?
This is an abandoned Subway Surfers bus. Today, my mission is simple. Get this thing running and take it for a ride.
This thing is covered in graffiti, just like in the game. Let me check out what we're working with under the hood. The paint job on this thing is wild. Reminds me of those trains Jake and Tricky run past every day. All right, let me get inside and see what surprises are waiting for me. Found a spray can. This is exactly what the characters use in Subway Surfers to tag those trains. Someone was definitely living that graffiti life in here. Would you look at this setup? They turned this bus into some kind of mobile playground. This is getting more interesting by the minute. There's a sign here that says, "Do not draw inside, only outside." Well, somebody clearly ignored that rule because this whole thing is covered in paint. Wait a second, is that a Jake sticker? The guy with the red cap from the game? This bus is like a Subway Surfers fan shrine or something. Found a spray can with Jake on it. These things are scattered everywhere. There's a mannequin sitting here, dressed like one of the Subway Surfers characters. Dusty, dirty, just chilling in the seat. This keeps getting weirder. Paint supplies all over the floor, spray guns, nozzles.
There are spray paint cans, color pigments, and all kinds of graffiti gear scattered across the floor and pretty much all over the inside of the bus.
More character stickers on the seats. Zoe, Brody, Fresh. It's like a whole crew reunion in here. Hey, if you recognize these characters, drop a comment below. All right, got some classic Subway Surfers gear. No way, that's the jetpack from the game itself. With this thing, you can fly through the air and collect tons of coins, just like in Subway Surfers. Let me know in the comments if you'd want a jetpack like this for yourself.
More characters on the seats. This bus was definitely someone's passion project before they abandoned it out here.
Found Jake's spray can on the floor. He's the most popular character in the game. All right, enough sightseeing. Let's get to the real work.
And Tricky is Jake's friend from Subway Surfers. Looks like she already used up nearly all of her paint.
Oh no, who's that? The guard! No, I don't want to go to jail.
I'd better hide from him in these bushes. Hopefully he doesn't spot me hiding near the bus.
Haha, stupid guard. He had no idea where I was hiding. I totally outsmarted him, just like Jake does in Subway Surfers.
All right, looks like he finally left. I think it's safe to come out now. Yes. Nice, guys. We totally outsmarted that clueless security guard. He seriously picked the wrong guy to mess with.
All right, let's check what's going on with the bus engine. We need to repair it and get out of here before that security guard comes back again.
I'm gonna get in through the driver's side and take a closer look inside the Subway Surfers bus.
The gas pedal still isn't responding. The whole mechanism feels completely loose and worn out, like it's barely connected anymore.
Yeah, we definitely need to fix the pedal somehow. Otherwise, there's no way we'll be able to accelerate and drive this Subway Surfers bus out of here.
Getting my hands on the steering column internals. I'm checking for any binding or damage that might prevent us from actually driving this thing later.
Perfect. We've got a connection now, and the pedal mechanism finally seems to be responding properly again. All right, now we need to connect the starter coil to the distributor so the engine can finally get proper ignition. I'm placing and securing the air filter housing right above the carburetor so everything sits properly before we try starting the engine. Got my toolkit opened up here, wrenches, sockets, everything organized. When you're doing this kind of restoration, organization saves time. And now I'm tightening down the mounting hardware to lock everything securely into place. I'm cleaning out the filter and placing it back into the housing so the engine can breathe properly again. And now I'm sealing the housing back up with the cover to finish assembling the air filter system.
All right, still no ignition. The engine refuses to fire up, so something else must still be disconnected or malfunctioning. We need to figure out where the battery is located in this bus before we can get any power back into the system. We need to figure out where the battery is located in this bus before we can get any power back into the system.
I think the battery is hidden inside this compartment, but we'll need to find some kind of tool to get it open first. Using this metal rod to work on the door mechanism. The hinges are stiff, but I can feel them starting to loosen up with some persuasion.
Yeah, that's definitely not what I was expecting. Nope, this is completely useless for what we need right now. Let's check over here. Oh wow, yeah, this is definitely where the battery is supposed to be, but it's completely missing right now.
Examining the undercarriage structure. The frame rails are solid, just surface rust. This is better than I expected for how long it's been sitting.
I'm gonna use my own battery and install it here to power up the Subway Surfers bus and hopefully bring the engine back to life. Man, it's really not easy trying to fit this battery in at such an awkward angle. This thing is insanely heavy.
Now I'm lying under this truck working on components. Not glamorous, but this is how real mechanical work gets done.
Right here. And now I'm attaching the battery terminals to finally send power back into the bus.
I need a wrench so I can title the terminals down properly and make the connection more secure. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna get everything fixed up and properly secured now.
It's actually pretty cool watching the electrical reaction and seeing the system finally come back to life. Step back to see the whole vehicle from the side. Sometimes you need perspective to understand the full scope of the work.
All right then, I'm putting the tools back now. We need to clean everything up before the final test drive of the Subway Surfers bus.
This worn glove has seen better days. Working on old machinery is tough on equipment. Good reminder to check your safety gear regularly.
A restoration project always looks messiest right in the middle of the work.
Inside the cab now, working with this electrical relay. I need to test if the ignition circuit is getting power through this connector.
Pointing at these control buttons on the dash. Each one operates a different system. Got to test them all to see what's functional.
I'm trying to start the engine using the ignition button and see if the bus finally comes back to life.
Yes. The engine is roaring now.
Look at that rubber strip flying up from the vibration and power of the motor. What a great engine. Smooth, powerful, and sounding absolutely awesome now.
Back in the driver's seat, checking the controls. Everything has to work together. Steering, brakes, gauges, all of it. Pointing at this pressure gauge.
This tells me if the brake system has enough air pressure to actually stop this heavy bus safely. The needle on this gauge is reading around 2.
That's not great, but it means the system can still build pressure once the compressor runs. Studying the internal mechanism of this gauge. Old Soviet engineering is built tough. These instruments can take a beating and keep working.
The pressure looks good and everything seems stable. I'm closing the doors now and we're finally ready to hit the road.
Getting ready for the moment of truth with our Subway Surfers bus. All right, let's go. Time to hit the road and take this restored Subway Surfers bus for a ride. Cruising now with the wheel in hand. The engine is actually running smooth. All that work underneath is paying off big time.
Smartwatch on my wrist tracking the time. We've been at this for hours, but seeing the bus move makes every minute worth.
This Subway Surfers bus is officially back in action. Look at that, the full bus with Subway Surfers written right on the side.
We did it, folks. From abandoned to running. Mission accomplished. This bus rides smooth. The engine purrs like a happy cat. If you enjoyed watching this restoration, hit that subscribe button and let me know what vehicle I should tackle next.